One. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome, Undefeated Podcast special interview right now.
Yes. Listen, this is the guy behind the scenes. Yeah. This is part of the Okolie's family. Are you the older brother? Because last time I don't even know what the situation is because
he's a year older still. He's a year older.
I'll swear down.
Yeah, he's 1 school year older, so.
Okay. Listen, Okolie's younger brother in the house. Yep. When we met you the first time, I'm not gonna lie, he had older brother energy in it.
Yeah, he did still.
In the interview, bro.
Yeah, overseer vibes.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I didn't know you lot were gonna be so cool and funny because Lawerence made it out like, nah, these guys always getting on me on their podcast, blah blah blah. Like, you know, like at that time, yeah, I was like, nah, these are on lang. Like, I was like, and then when I see you lot on the zone, like, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah. But we're here to talk some more serious things. Yeah, I'm saying you listen to the pod, Great Defeater as well. And man, like a couple of weeks ago, you was like, nah, you lot got all of that wrong. It was like, you know when you get that when you get a voice note,
yeah. I was watching it, but don't get twisted. It made sense. What you lot were saying made sense. Like, we're far-fetched. Like, to think that and say that. But obviously, as Lawerence has made it clear, like, legal letter after, do not open your mouth. If you open your, like, trust me, it's crazy. Like, listen, like, they've had phone calls, like, and those phone, like, listen, this is some mafia shit, trust me. Like, I'm telling you, it's like, listen, he's like, we can do this all day. So Eddie, like, he's like, we can go all day.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I can see that there's a difference. I'll be honest. This is how it looks to me, and you can tell me if I'm in the right place or in the wrong place. Yeah. When I watched the interview back, it seems that Lawerence is happy to come to the table, but he's going to come to the table knowing exactly who he's dealing with now. In terms of what I'm getting from Lawerence, in terms of he's like, raw, like, I've tried to operate like this with you lot, and now you show me all of this, but this is outside of, this is not, I've tried to keep it between us in terms of, I keep it in-house, but then you force me to step out and say these things out loud because
I'll tell you something funny,
give me no other choice.
Did you lot manage to see Will Harvey's interview to like he's part of 258 management?
No.
Well, you won't see it because
wait, the one with KD?
No. It was 2 days ago. You won't see it anymore because it's gone for some miraculous reason. It's no longer there. I don't know. I don't know why it's no longer there. But in that interview, certain things were said, kind of echoing what Lawerence said. And for some reason, that interview is no longer live. I don't know why.
Who was it with?
Seconds Out.
Okay, cool.
Well, just for you then, you can say, let's hear where you see it.
Listen, there ain't no court injunctions against me, so, like, you get me. So,
right, cool.
Well, this is it. How you understand it and how you're looking at it. And people, this is where we've had pushback because we did a pod recently and people said, we don't understand contracts. Lawerence has signed a contract and he's moving.
Whoever said that doesn't understand contracts themselves,
Okay.
Obviously, so from cool. So Lawerence has signed a free fight deal, So, and it's between a certain time. And Lawerence is a fighter. If Lawerence signed a deal for 1 year, Lawerence is not obligated to fight once because he has to get in the ring and fight. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like it's the onus is on the promoter to get the free fights within that space of time, if that makes sense. But Lawerence had his free fights. And then, do you know what's crazy? They were negotiating. Like before, like, you see, after when Laurence's contract ran out, they were negotiating. Obviously, they're like, all right, cool. All right, so let's go down this route. Then you got to heavyweight. Let's do this, then that. And obviously, Lawerence went into the open market. Sky had the best offer. But you see the money, other people domestically come with more money than Sky. Overseas come with more money than Sky. But the whole package was just better. Do you know what I mean? And Lawerence has boxed on Sky for a long period of time. And obviously, Lawerence presented that to Eddie Matchroom. They said, absolutely not. They said, you know what? In fact, you actually have a fight remaining on your contract. And then it's like Lawerence was just caught. Like Lawerence was just in the middle of some war that he didn't even know was going on. Like he's just a pawn in
the Sky,
war
the zone
between
war.
Zone and Sky. Yeah, he didn't even know what's going on. And Eddie's just a spoilt child who's throwing his toys out the pram.
Yeah,
like let's have it right. Yeah, Eddie's got his favorite toys: AJ, Conor Ben, Canelo, and whoever the next up and comer is that he's just going to sell to be the next best thing until they take an L and then they just have to rebuild their career on Pro Bellum or Channel 5 or something.
So is it a thing where if Okolie was to come back with a contract from, I don't know, Channel 5 or wherever, it would have been cool. But the fact the Sky name was the
potentially
trigger.
Because it's like, how does that look? Sky taking one of Eddie's last remaining domestic world champions.
It's a special, like, he's still, while he's not one of the main toys, but it's in the crown. It's something that's in the crown, and it's something I stood next to.
What would you lot say? Like, what would you lot do if you just randomly saw, without any of this backdrop, without, say it didn't go public, if you lot just randomly saw a picture of Lawerence and Ben Shalom, and
crazy. Fantastic. Fantastic business. I say fantastic. I say it's an Alpha. I say it's an Alpha Lawerence at the time. I would say it's an Alpha Lawerence. I say I wouldn't. Yeah, because I'll say I wouldn't leave Matchroom in terms of I believe in what they can do in terms of the promotion. While Ben,
you see what you're saying?
Yeah,
this is what's in Eddie's head. Eddie don't understand. Sky is the machine, and AJ propelled him to where he is right now. Eddie's that bitter old man that he used to accuse Frank Warren of being. Like right now, he's that guy. Oh, if a fighter wants to leave, let him go. We're not in the business of taking fighters to court, this, that, and the third. Like Eddie has tried to take over the world, and he doesn't understand. Like he's a phenomenal promoter, great salesman. Like he's good at what he does, very charismatic. Like he's good. He's very engaging and things. But ultimately, he is not bigger than boxing. He's not bigger than British boxing. He's not, and he's finding that out. When you have a man like Lawerence, who started off with him, he's ready to leave. It's like, yo, Eddie, pattern up. Like you're talking about this whole, like you're talking about, fighters. I'm doing this for the fighters. Blah blah blah. Their paychecks are gonna go through the roof. Ask any UK fighter if their paychecks gone through the roof, other than Conor Ben. That none are gonna tell you that it has. That money went to America. Devin Haney. Who else? Devin Haney, Canelo, Bivol, Golovkin. Golovkin at age 40. Who was the other one? Andrade. Like that check.
Oh my goodness.
You get what I'm saying? They felt that check. Obviously over here, you know what I'm saying? Then obviously, so Sky.
We saw that, and I think that was even in that when the zone money dropped, I could see that it was causing a bit of issues in that. Sorry, Trav, I'll leave the floor to you. I saw it was causing a lot of issues because we saw a bit of friction between the Dillian relationship with Eddie Hearn at that. When that the zone money came in, everyone was looking like, okay, what happens now? What about me? And it only makes sense now playing it back, looking at things. It kind of makes sense where we are now. Travis, the floor's yours.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, Eddie and Okolie's relationship. Was there any sign of deterioration before this contract was presented?
Everything's for the cameras. There is no relationship. Like they don't speak on fight week. Okay. Eddie will walk out Lawerence, but they do not speak. They don't have any sort of relationship. You know the worst thing, Lawerence was DMing. No, Lawerence was messaging. Who was it? I think the WBA world champion. Like, let's go. Let's unify. He's saying to all the let's unify. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Eddie's messaging Lawerence. That's not how you get unifications, mate. Like, so all right, so fucking show me how to get unifications then. Like, put in offers. You get what I'm saying? Like Eddie, listen, Eddie is he's a funny guy. Like, and seeing him now, like he's crumbling. Like things are just not going his way, full stop. Like, and he's starting to crumble, and he's starting to because remember he come up with energy. Like he re-energized British boxing. And now he's throwing his toys out the pram because he's not getting everything his way. Like, because it's like. And I see him saying, "Oh, we've lost money on Lawerence." Huh?
That was the one. So how did you take that? How did you feel like it was hearing that news? Like
Lawerence boxed, British beef, Lawerence and Chamberlain, Laurence's 8th fight, Chamberlain's 10th fight. It wasn't a fan friendly fight.
Rubbish.
But,
I mean, sorry, I had to play
but from my perspective, like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm about, innit? So, like, people are like, yo, when's your brother fight? Like, so from my perspective, it's done. Exclamation mark, we won. But then when you're hearing people talk, you're like, oh shit, you're not even deep in that. This is not an exciting fight. But you see the build up. That was like a pay-per-view build up.
It was
like, was the build up? I'm telling you, Chamberlain. Like, I'm not sure if you knew this. Chamberlain was mugging off Lawerence in the Hackney Gazette. Lawerence put a burger van outside Miguel's gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? Giving free tickets to Maverick. Like, it was proper. Like, they went.
Okay.
So
I didn't even know all of that.
Yeah, well, he wrote a whole column just chatting. Like, it was a good chess move. Like, it was like, a lot of people were rattled. The Hackney Gazette.
Yeah, that's my still the local paper.
It was naughty, innit? That was naughty.
Yeah.
Lawerence is outside Miguel's gym in a burger van, giving out free tickets. Some of them are coming out of the gym saying, you can't even do this. Dean's there, like, a couple man's there, like, no, you can't even do the Pester. Like, no, this is, do you know what I mean? Like, it brought out boxing fans, it brought out Mandem, it brought out Girl, it brought out. So I think there was like 12 or 13,000 in attendance. And I don't think, So I don't think since then, I don't think Lawerence, even when Lawerence had headlined before at OT, I don't think he's done that many tickets. I'll tell you for free, off the gate alone, that's from 700 grand to 1.1 million. That's off the gate. So
but then wouldn't they say, because he's had I would argue
sponsors. So forget sponsors, like, I think they're with JD Williams, then how much Sky, like, they would have ate, and I'm telling you now, Lawerence got more for, do you not remember when he boxed that Argentinian guy on some undercard and the guy was just running and he stopped him in like the 7th round when he was with that Barry Robson? Lawerence got double that in that fight than he did headlining the O2. 13,000 tickets sold. So just do the maths.
But then this is where there's the confusion for me comes, though, because where's the money lost is the question. And would you say, could you be honest enough to say that the supercharge, because he used to fight on a lot of AJ's
and he didn't get paid. Like, he did, obviously until Lawerence got to a certain level, like first couple years of Lawrence's career, he got paid way more spot, because that's another thing what people don't actually realize about Lawerence. Outside of boxing, he's popular. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even writing a book, doing the rapping thing, like, he's actually outside. You'll see him in short, like, you'll see him about. Do you get what I'm saying? Outside of boxing, he's popular. In boxing, I don't think Eddie's done a great job of making him popular. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, if we're talking about, like, losing money, making money, like, the facts are cool. So you see, you're talking about the age. You're getting onto the AJ.
Yeah.
So obviously 258 managed him, and Lawerence had that stinker against Isaac Chamberlain in his 8th fight. Had the stinker against Matt Yaskin in his 10th fight. But then from his 10th fight on till his last fight, he went on a 7 streak KO streak. Then his last fight was points. But obviously, Adrian, that's like, Lawerence is getting an undercard. It's not, Eddie's not like, we need Okolie on this cut. Like,
that's a 258 move, basically, what you're saying.
Exactly. So it's not like Eddie being, you know what, there's been a few fights that, you know, you just didn't perform as well as you should have. No, it's all right, cool, we're going to get Lawerence on this undercard. We're going to... So it's them not pulling those strings.
So what's made Lawerence Okolie step away from 258 as well? Because we speculated that the React signing was that thing of like
258 is bigger than AJ. Just like, so it's like Lawerence and AJ are boys, isn't it? But 258 is a company, it's a management company. It's bigger than just AJ, and AJ is not hands-on at all. As in, he's not hands-on whatsoever. So it's like that separation, nothing to do with AJ. And it's not bad terms. It's just that Lawerence is just at a stage in his career now where he wants to handle things himself, and he wants full transparency over everything. Like, he wants to see literally everything, and he feels no one has his best interests like the people, like he has his own best interests and the people he's around at the moment. Because ultimately, it's good. Like, 258, they were sick. Like, don't get it twisted. But it's like, you don't know Will from nowhere. He met Will in 2016. He met, like, obviously he's known AJ from before that. So AJ's separate, but he's met a lot of them, man, like, quite recently. And it's like, when boxing's over, are they even still going to be so it's a thing where it's like, you start learning that, like, you really got to have yourself in this, and you can't just. I watched Spencer Fearon on, was it? Yeah, it was on Hair, innit? It's like, F all this father figure shit. You've got a dad, like, do you know what I'm saying? We've got.
I think let me give him respect as well. I think that might be on Fighters Right as well, because they have their platform as well. They do the yeah. So just to make sure.
And we've got a present father as well. So all this father, like, it's like dead. Yeah. And people talking about loyalty, people talking about this. It's like, do you know what's crazy? Yeah, like, I watch Eddie Hearn interviews, yeah, and I just think to myself, do people actually listen to this guy? Like, Lawerence would never say names, but like, let's talk about Josh Kelly, the face of Northeast boxing. This, that, the third. He took an L. He's rebuilding on Channel 5. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that Eddie's fault, or did Josh Kelly bottle it against Evaneson? Like,
it's a funny
one,
when
Lawrence becomes a world champion.
Carry on.
So
when Lawrence becomes a world champion, carry on.
When Lawrence becomes a world champion, look at what we've done for you: British, Commonwealth, European, world, blah blah blah. Like, cool. Well, Chamberlain lost. What have you done for him? Where's Chamberlain? Like, people. Charlie Edwards, WBC world champion at one stage. You're in the change room taking pictures with his mum, fucking the president of WBC, everything. He took an L. Where is he? Like, where all these men take L's?
On this situation here. So, like, how we spoke about it on the pod last episode, gone out yesterday. Basically, it's like the Sky and the Zone beef is the beef, yeah, the beef. And like, you know, that one there, it's a palpable beef. It's one of them ones where it's like, if you're taking it's like Arsenal but trying to buy Man U's thing. Like, it's not, you're not gonna make that sale easy. So that's kind of how I looked at the Okolie trade, where it's like, you can't take
that one
him.
There. That one there is a massive power play from Sky. Like, it showed, like, because Eddie's he's a staple. He's a name. Boxers, like, you got to say, like, they're taking people who are on the peripheral, who are on the fringe, who are, you know what I mean? Lawrence but taking an undefeated world champion who turned over with Eddie, and Eddie copped him the rollie. You get what I'm saying? Like, what was the title for the last one? You see how much Eddie pays me? You'll be
I'm a winner, lately. I'm a winner, baby.
That's what man took from you.
Yeah, you can't take that. You can't take that.
And obviously, Eddie and that just had this full sense of security. Like, you know when you got your thing there. Yeah, you know, you got your set. So you lot are married men, so not you lot, but you know, like,
thank you for.
I don't relate.
Yeah, I hear it. If she has a bed, yeah, at times you might have a little side thing there. No matter what, she's there. Sometimes you might pursue, you know, someone who you feel to be the top tier, and you might pursue it, take it to another club, this place, that place. You got your side thing there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
deep down, I don't understand, but I hear where you're going with it, though. Deep down, I don't understand, but I do hear where you're going with it.
You get it? Like, that's your. No matter what, you could give her a Nando's, she's there. Yeah. You get me? That's your. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how Eddie felt about Lawerence. Until you just see her one day jumping a flipping Ferrari or Range or whatever with that next guy.
Now you're sending a long
thing no more.
Now you're sending a long text.
That's not my thing.
Now it's decent.
Like,
8 minute voice note. What's that? 8 minute voice note, yeah?
You motherfucker. Like, you know, you see that what's it? Training Day, Denzel.
Yeah. You think you could do this to me?
Yeah, all of that. All of that. What?
Yeah, you don't do that.
Like, bro, like, listen, you see me and Lawerence, we're very respectful people. So the way Lawerence is gonna approach Eddie, he's not gonna bad him up like Dylan or Derek or whatever. So you just get this false sense of security that Lawerence is quite passive, he's quite this, he's quite that, and you know, he's not actually thinking when he actually is thinking, and he actually is always gonna have his best interest at heart. And like, Lawerence even said it, I can't remember, I think it was on Boxing Media. Lawerence even said, like I'm not sure, Omar Sadiq, Steph, those are two Lawrence's close friends. They had to retire from boxing. Like, this is like, this is not a joke. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is not get paid as best as you can and get the best opportunities for yourself that you can. Like, and it's quite simple.
Is the back and forth between Eddie and Lawerence right now more sinister than it's presenting?
It's calmed down a lot, but at one time, it was at one time. You see when Lawerence started posting all those tweets, that's when Lawerence was like, right, like, I even watched an interview of Eddie like 2-3 days ago saying that Lawerence is lying. My jaw dropped. It's like Lawerence saying tank, he's not going to be posted. But it's like, huh? It's in black and white. Like, it is in black and white. You asked him for 500 bags in black. Sorry, not 500 bags. 500,000 British pounds. Yeah, £500,000 off of a person. It's in black and white. Like, it's not. You ain't just pluck this number. It's not made up. And I just looked at it and I said, right, Eddie, you're a liar. Like, you actually feel no way about just getting on camera lying when there's actual facts that prove that you're lying. Even like he's saying there's one fact left. Like, Matchroom and his solicitors, like their lawyers, have conceded to the fact Lawerence does not have any facts left. Like, it's in emails. And that's why I'm just like,
yeah, because people are saying that we don't understand it. They're saying that he hasn't met his requirements in the contract with that last fight. That even he said this is it, just to say what the people have been saying in the chat. So I'm being fair to them. They said that even Lawerence said this fight is not a real fight. This fight doesn't count. So even by Lawrence's own admission, this fight is. You see what I'm saying?
All right, cool. So you see that fight? Yeah, that fight was in lockdown. He was meant to fight Glowacki, but Glowacki got COVID 3 weeks before.
Yes. So
the fight was offered to Riakporhe, who Dylan was managing at the time, and Dylan told Riakporhe to take it. And I rated Riakporhe for not taking it because although he was in camp for another fight, he wasn't in camp for Lawerence. So that actually showed me Riakporhe.
He's a bit serious.
Yeah, and he's not just gonna flip in,
run into something.
Yeah. So I rated that, and the fight was offered to the top 10 in the WBO, but the guy that they got was I think he was just ranked outside. I think it was like 11th or just coming to 10th, so it couldn't be for the world title. But then he boxed Glowacki like three months later. Yeah, and like there is no names on Wembley,
innit? Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? There's like 3 fights.
It's just fights and the duration, and that's it. Innit?
Yeah, there's no names on it. It's not like you boxed like there's no names on it, and that's the thing with like if you see the thing with Eddie, like if people really pre Eddie's just like he's disingenuous. Like he talks about being there for Lawerence, just that. Go watch all his interviews, listen to how he talks about every other boxer in his stable versus how he talks to Lawerence versus what everyone's done and what everyone's doing. And it don't make sense.
He be getting mad love, and Buatsi still yet to really.
I'm a fan of Buatsi.
I'm saying I'm a fan of him, but I'm saying it's still.
It's not just Buatsi. It's not just, but it's every single one of them. Think about it. Lawerence and Chamberlain boxed as undefeated fighters when Lawerence was 7-0, Chamberlain was 9-0. No one was doing that when they done that. And no one was even allowed to do that. You think if Buatsi said to Eddie, "Nah, trust me, me and Yard will sell out the O2." In Buatsi's 8th fight, he wouldn't have allowed that. Yeah, like it's like he just with Lawerence was like, all right, cool.
It's like he made it against
go, take the risk, whatever. Like if it works, the train keeps going. If it doesn't, train derailed. Go rebuild on.
That's what I said about Craig. I said it's the Craig Richards energy because Craig's had to take some mad fights that you wouldn't do for the difference. You wouldn't do for other fights.
But look at Craig's winning record. No light heavyweight can track to him except for Dan Aziz off the winning record. Like winning record. What light heavyweight can track to? Obviously, Buatsi can track to him because Buatsi beat him. But up until that, who can actually track to Craig Richards? But you've like the way Eddie promoted him like he was some scrub. Like it's like no, like Craig rough and ready to go. Like
and he jumped in. And it's the last he jumped in. I think who's the guy that retired and Okolie'S. That's it.
Yeah.
That one last minute. And you're not throwing if you have a guy
super middleweight. And
you're not doing that.
Jumped up. That's right.
You're not doing that.
1 week's notice.
You're not doing that. If that's something you cherish,
1 week's notice.
It's real.
What?
It's real.
But then Craig, like obviously Craig is resilient. He's really about this life, isn't it? But it's like then when you just look at other fighters like that, Eddie will come out and just, you know, do the whole IFL, the in the change room afterwards. Like Coogan's probably just finished giving him a blowjob, and then after that, they're in the flipping changing room with one of the fighters that's just got a W or just won or whatever, and then it all looks good. And that fighter takes an L. Like, who has Eddie actually been loyal to in boxing? Like, don't mention AJ because anyone in the world would be loyal to someone who's made, like, it's Anthony Joshua. Like, forget him. Who has he been loyal to? And Conor Ben. And what's interesting is how loyal he's been to Conor Ben. And that's what I'm finding very interesting.
I don't know, you know. Wait, I ain't got enough. I ain't got enough time. I've got to cut. I want you lot to carry on, please, because there's still more that's in here, yeah? I just need to, but I don't think that the loyalty to Conor Ben feels a bit different for me. I feel like he's removed himself from it just a little bit, personally. Unless this is me, that's how it looks to me. That's what I'm saying.
I think he's riding for Conor Ben.
He's going down with the ship. He's
standing in front of bullets for Conor Ben. Like,
nah, you lot got it twisted.
Nah, but for me on the Conor thing, I'm reserving. I'm holding fire on anything until that, because they talking like they got the absolute smoking gun to free this.
Unfortunately, you see, in the nature of something like boxing, it's guilty until proven innocent. So he should be condemned until he proves innocent, especially with everything. Like, I actually like Conor Ben personally, like, as a person, and I'm a fan of his as well. But nonetheless, like, he failed 2 drug tests. Like, that is what happened, and it could have been a mistake or not. But what the facts are, he's failed 2 drug tests, and the facts are, anyone else in boxing, if that happened, they'll have the book thrown at them by everyone. No one would do all of this like tap dancing. Oh, Conor's a lovely lad. This, that, third. No, I believe it. Like, it's that wouldn't happen for anyone else. But that's neither here nor there. But what was the initial point? Outside of Anthony Joshua, but it's like, and also the level, man. Like, it's a different level. Like, and Conor Ben, who has Eddie actually stuck by? That's lost, and then he's rebuilt and helped them. Dylan, but Dylan makes him a lot of money as well.
Yeah, Dylan, but I mean, Dillian could have easily been discarded, because it's not like
when could he have been discarded?
No, what I mean is in terms of just by the nature of how promoters can treat fighters. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not when they're doing what Dylan's doing. Like, cool. Dylan, AJ, Fury, Chisora. What other heavyweights is gonna make you that type of money? None. What other? There's no other pay-per-view heavyweights. So it's like, you get rid of Dylan, who you gonna build? Hergovich to be a pay-per-view heavyweight. He's sick, but he's not a pay-per-view star. Like, there's, especially in England and America, because how can he be? Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like,
so where is it right now? Like, where is the situation with Okolie and Hearn right now? Like,
there's a purse bid.
Fight, so is that purse bid? Is that still a Matchroom fight?
No, it's open for anyone to bid.
So is this fight in any way affiliated with Eddie Hearn, or is he out of the arrangement now?
If he wins the purse bid, but outside of that, no. But for some reason, he's under the impression that he is. But it's like, I don't know. Either Eddie's he's a liar, or he just literally does not. No one tells him anything that's going on in his organization. But like, no, that's the simple answer is no. And
Boy, we're gonna have to. I feel like there might be a part 2 to this conversation still.
There will be. Obviously, I'm gonna be with Lawerence for a couple of days, so we'll check in properly. We can have him all tomorrow.
Calm, bro. Thank you for taking the time out, man. For real, this update.
You got too, man. Yeah, love to get me on. Cause I was watching that live. I hear it.
Yeah,
I hear it, but you are wrong still.
Nah, I respect it, bro. All right, brother.
Cool.
We'll catch up soon.
Say no more.
Cool, man.